Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Today I want to talk about the two new features in TREC, the tap record and microscope. And to do that, let's just create a new pattern. So I'm going to make this 1 bar, 80 BPM's fine. We're going to hit record. So with 1 bar, we're just going to watch the cursor keep going by. And to select a pad we want to actually enter in on the step sequencer, we're just going to hold subpad. We'll do a kick. We can do 4 on the floor, do the snare, and look at some hats. So we're just playing something a little goofy. This is all locked into the grid. It's putting it in at the very beginning. Now, let's say we wanted to get a new kick. Like I want a ghost note right here. The way that it works is whatever you've got selected when you want to use the tap record, whatever pad you're on is when you hit the record button, it's just going to enter that value. So I've now added, if you saw that, I hit record and it added this event here. And that's just because that's how the tap record works. So if you wanted to do other instruments, you can totally just kind of tap out whatever you want with the record button and it will add those in. So let's say we want to edit this. Normally, like if we want to change this, because I think it's a little too loud, but normally what you'd have to do is go into, or in TREC, you'd have to tap it, delete it, put it back in, try again, see if we get what we want. But with Microscope, we can work this a little bit differently. So you hold down pattern edit, and you tap the pad that you want to edit, which we're going to say is pad 15. Now, a couple things I want to go over. First, you can have multiple events on here. We've only got this one here for the kick that we played, because I only just tapped it once. But if you double tapped real quick, you could have multiple events that would show up here. And a thing to know, if this makes sense to you, the SP404 Mark II has 480 parts per quarter note, which basically means for each of these 4 lines here, so 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through 12, 13 through 16, there's 480 places that a note could appear on the timeline that are spaced out equally. With an 18 here, so for 15, this step 15, this can be 0 to 120. With an 18, it means that my timing was off and that basically it's a little late, which I actually don't mind. It's fine. But if you want to hear what it sounds like, perfect. You can just set it down to 0. And you probably don't hear much difference. Maybe you do, but you'll definitely hear it if I go set this up, it goes up to 120. But if I make it it starts sounding really late, because we're basically pushing it so it's almost triggering where 16 should be. And basically if you go up to 120, it's going to play, or 119, it's going to play basically where this step would be for 16. I'm going to put it back to 18 because that's where it was. So we're just going to dial this back down. But I just want to show you, we've got a few different, once I get it back, we're at 18. So a few things that we couldn't do before without having to, as I said, remove it and then put it back in. We can now adjust the chromatically. We can shift it up from plus 12 down to minus 12. So if you wanted it to be a lower pitch, you can totally do that. We can also adjust the volume. So you get control knob 2 for pitch, control knob 3 for volume. So I can make ghost notes much faster doing this now than I could before. And, let's say we wanted to go mess around with some of these hi-hats. It's the same thing. You just grab some. You want them to play a little more human, a little sloppier. It's not a big deal. Just hold pattern edit, hit the pad, dial it in for where you'd like. Take another one. And now you have something that's not exactly perfect. You can kind of hear it's playing a little different. Great way to take chops, move things around, take patterns like this, and just kind of move them around and kind of sit things where you'd like it to sit. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget to keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.